Hiya folks, this is going to be my review of this record, Udo's I Am One, or We Are One. And this is the 2020 Udo Dirk Schneider album. And it's absolutely a killer of an album. What I'm going to do is, normally when you review an album, I start off with the case I've just shown you, then do the booklet last. But with this video I'm doing it vice versa, because you have to learn the history of this album to appreciate it more. So what I recommend you do is read the booklet, and it tells you the background behind the album, and basically then listen to the album. And basically what this album is, a highly political album. And basically what, if you look in the first sort of intro, the booklet, you get what Udo thinks of the world, that politically we're going too far to the right, we all should be going further to the left, we should basically love each other more, care for each other more, and you know, all this sort of stuff, and what we're doing to the world and how we're destroying it, and he agrees with Greta Thunberg and all this stuff and this stuff. Now don't let that deter you, because it's a powerful message. And whatever your political views, you may agree or disagree, but then what you're in for is an absolute feast for the ears, because what Udo's done is he's assembled a military orchestral band, and obviously he's got the guitars and the drums of a standard metal band, and it just complements the songs really, really well. And basically, lyrically, all the songs about the environment and about what we're doing to this planet, and about like coronavirus and all this stuff, and about dictators. I'm not going to mention any names, but you know who I'm talking about. And then you hear it in this album. Now you get many styles in this album. You get a lot of Celtic singing. You get a bit. Udo actually raps, but it's not too severe. You get a lovely female voice. I don't know who she is, but ex-members of Accept did write some of the songs, or help write some of the songs. Stefan Kaufman being one of them. So yeah, so you've got all that. But Udo's voice, to me, is one of the best metal vocalists. Well, he's probably the best. He's definitely in the top 5 with Dio, Dickinson, Alford, and that sort of league. He's not as operatic as Dio, but his vocals in this are absolutely phenomenal. He's got the range, but he's more raspier than sort of people like Dickinson's, but he's definitely got the range, and he really nails these songs in my opinion. They're absolutely amazing. And this record's just an amazing listen to start, from start to finish. If, you know, it just don't, you know, when you think, I don't really like symphonic records, when it all goes symphonic, and I sort of take them with a bit of suspicion. But the way this record's done, the actual orchestra, the horns, and actually complements the metal. I know Greg the Egg won't like it because there's clarinets and stuff in it, but it's just the way it's all done. Now this is the clincher. I've been listening to this record now for a few days, and there was an influence in there that I knew, but I just could not put my finger on what this record reminded me of. And then I did a bit of research before I filmed this, about 10 minutes ago actually. Then it suddenly clicked. If you remember Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds, it has that kind of feel to it. This is what this record does to me. And yeah, it's just a killer album. It is quite expensive, but that was the only, you know, the price point. It was dear, but as I say, with all this, if you see my previous video about Brexit and all this stuff, you'll see why. So I'm not going into that. But it was quite an expensive release. But yeah, it's just a killer record. But basically, I just want to show you the booklet. And there it is, look, and you got the planet there, and you got We Are One, and it's just a great record. You got what I call the politics bit there, tells you all about the record. As I say, if you buy this CD, read this bit first, then you'll understand the record better. That's what I advise you to do anyway. Then you got all the normal stuff, and he also puts like organisations, if you want to go into it more, like Greenpeace. Well, not actually, yeah, Greenpeace, World Wildlife Fund, and all this stuff. It's all there, and he got some nice collage of pictures. But the only thing I don't like about it, and I don't know whether they've done it deliberately, they talk about purifying the earth, and you see that. Why they put a layer, whether I don't know what they're trying to prove with this picture. What I think he's trying to say is Learjet's are really bad for the environment, and that's why the sky's up blood red sky. You've got a Learjet, and it leaves a hell of a carbon footprint. And that's what I think he's trying to communicate with that picture. Because I found it a bit funny that you're writing a record about the environment and you show a Learjet. But that's what I think he's trying to do with that. But that's a picture of everybody. That's what you get. I'm sorry I'm a bit tongue-tied this morning. But you're getting all that stuff as well. That's all the various strikes and troubles they've had in Germany, apparently. This is again, yeah, it's just a killer record. Some Udo sort of traditionalists will dismiss this record, I think, but it's very hooky and it's very catchy. It's another way I could describe it. I'm a Udo faithful because I've loved him since when he was an exec from about '76. I discovered him in the early '80s and I absolutely love Udo. But I definitely think it fits in his catalogue really well. But some of the faithful who like the more guitar attack might not take to this sort of stuff. But yeah, it's just an amazing record. Can't recommend it enough. And yeah, I've shown you that. And basically this is the cover. And that's what you get there. Another picture of Udo. He must be in his 70s now. I don't know how old he is, but I reckon he must be. And that's the most important bit. You won't go far without that. But yeah, that's what you get. You also get some advertising. That's Metal Mickey likes that album. And yeah. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. All the best.